everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you really like The Little Mermaid, because I've got a good one for you if you do. It's The Little Selkie by K.M. Shea. It's part of her Timeless Fairy Tales series. And of course, this is a twist on The Little Mermaid. Yep. But instead of Ariel, it's Dylan, because apparently her father really wanted a boy and kept having girls, so she ended up Dylan. Poor thing. But though I did find this really interesting because I always thought sea lions were bigger than seals, but according to this book, the sea lion, which is what Dylan transforms into as a Selkie instead of a mermaid, is, strange because she's the only one of her kind. Everybody else is a seal, which is a lot bigger and faster, except for she's a lot more nimble and sneaky, so she can kind of outdo them anyway, just because she gets all tiny and in there. And basically what this is, as Selkies, they're supposed to, and kind of take care of the ocean and everything in it. They've got to protect all life and keep the balance. And the idiot prince tries to outrun a storm. It does not go well, and she has to save him. And he's really bad at being saved. She keeps, being a sea lion, she's got no hands or anything, so she's trying to bounce him like a ball on a seal's nose onto something that will keep him afloat. And this unconscious idiot just insists on trying to drown himself and make her really work for it. But she finally, gets him up on land where he can be saved by people, and, that's that. Or so she thinks. It doesn't go that well, because there's an evil sea witch, of course, who is making all these huge storms that are, wrecking the sea and causing all these ships to keep going down. And the, kingdoms on the, beach aren't doing that well because they can't take their ships out and trade because they can't make it through the storms. So, things aren't going well for this prince. And our little Selkie ends up getting herself, in a bad deal with trying to save everyone, gets captured, and loses her pelt, which she can't transform into a sea lion unless she has her sea lion pelt. And so she's captured, she's freaked out, she is pissed off, and out to get people. But she runs into this magical creature and goes, okay, you have to bind me, you have to seal my voice, because essentially, just like with sirens and mermaids, their voice is their super power. Like, if they can sing, they can fight off anything. But it's not just luring men to their death, it actually has straight up power when she starts. She doesn't have to, make words, it's just their tones, that's their singing voice is all powerful. It can stop the storms. But now that she's been captured, she could be forced to use it and do really bad things with it. So she ends up captured by these evil pirates that are essentially, working with this sea witch to destroy the kingdom and take over. And it's like, oh, here's this cute little exotic thing. We're going to pretend that you're my ward, and we're going to go and pretend that we're not the ones destroying this kingdom and working with this evil trick. And she ends up in the prince's little, big palace, and in the middle of a bit of a drama. Because she's trying to find her pelt so she can go back to the sea and, free herself up. But if she gives any indication that she's not just, this idiot ward of this guy that's totally not evil, no, he'll destroy her pelt and she'll be stuck human forever. Plus, the prince is already engaged. Not exactly happily, just like in The Little Mermaid, he was vaguely off and on kind of conscious and remembers bits about her, so he's like, fine, I'll marry this girl, but I really want this chick that saved me, but I have no idea who she is and has spent the last 2 years looking for her. And he thinks he recognizes her, but he's not going to say anything. And she doesn't really recognize him at first either. But she really likes his little sister, who is this adorable little thing. Oh my god, you're not like anybody else. And wait, you're from somewhere else. Let me show you all this stuff. And she's just having fun, tiny little girl dragging this new chick around that's not as snotty as the soon-to-be princess and her little clique of friends. And I love the group of people that she ends up with, because she's got the prince and then his lord and his friend and the lord's assistant, who she's the assistant, so she's trying to keep appearances that this rich upper class cannot be crushing on her. People will talk, and the soon-to-be princess and her evil they're like the little mean girl clique from the movie, and just like them, they're trash for no reason, and it will come back on them. And so they're picking on her for she keeps hanging out with you've got the mute girl, the assistant that's out of her depth, and this rich guy that he doesn't care. He is totally in love with his assistant and very, very open about it, and frustrates the heck out of her because she likes him too, but it's inappropriate for a poor girl to like her rich boss. And she's got to keep up appearances, so she gets mad every time he flirts with her and buys her jewelry and all this stuff. And he is so over the top with it. Like, he's got to make an entrance, coming down in a flower swing and wearing these over-the-top clothes, and she's the pearl of his heart and all kinds of stuff. Like, he is the sweetest guy and the craziest, most obnoxious, over the top, and you can see why he's annoying, but you gotta love him anyway. And they have taken this pure little mute girl that just stuffs her face. Like, she could definitely be bought with, like, a plate of pastries or something. And they're all having fun at this. It's like, you're supposed to starve yourself and be slim and pretty and fancy dress, and you're like, I'm hungry, shut up. And the little girl has given her a little chalkboard and a satchel of chalk, so she can always go, hey, food, where is there gonna be food here? Where is this? How do I get oh my god, I can get into the kitchens. And she gets so excited, and they're all like totally entertained. Hey, do you want to go get some food? Hey, I saw snacks over there. Oh, let's go to this vendor. And they're having fun just dragging her around and watching her stuff her face and totally freak out the snobby chicks. And she's like, what are they going to do? I don't care about them. You can't hurt my feelings if you're worthless, which that is a good lesson. I think they also said something similar in Princess Diaries. I think it was supposed to be Eleanor Roosevelt's quote. But basically, you can't hurt my feelings without my permission. And if I think you're trash, you don't have my permission to hurt my feelings. So that's definitely a way of life, and I enjoy it, and so does she. But that doesn't mean she won't get a little petty revenge. Like, she'll take them, talking crap on her, but you'll mess with her new friend. And these little snobby girls, when the prince wasn't looking, decide to give Dylan's friend some crap for being the poor girl getting dragged to all these parties with her boss. And she might not have her voice, but she's still a sea creature. She's still in tune with them. And one of the parties that the kingdom threw had all these little ponds and all these water features with water creatures in it, like, I don't know, starfish and urchins. And she pelted the snobs with them. And like, well, that's what I had at hand. What was I supposed to do? She has zero remorse and sees zero. I'm like, it's not weird. Those were my weapons at hand. You don't pick on my friends. So the snobs got what was coming to them. We still get our love story. We get our we get a second love story and just all these fun, crazy characters. We get the mean girls getting what's coming to them, which is one of my favorite parts. And it happens regularly because these little snots think that, well, my daddy has money, so I'm all important. You aren't classy enough. Like, honey, I got more class in my pinky than your whole family has. And you gonna learn it. And so they keep getting put in their place, and eventually, yeah, they get exactly what they deserve and nothing that they think they're good enough for. And, Dylan gets all feisty, and we do get our happy ending, though it's not what we expect. And I love all of it. You can definitely recognize the Little Mermaid, hints on there, and it's like, yeah, I've seen this movie 1,000 times. I recognize what they're alluding to, but none of it is exactly what you remember. It will all be something new, but it is so much fun. I love the twist that she puts on everything and all the sass, and she slips some nice life lessons in there, but they're done in a really comedic way. So this is a great one. It's a Kindle Unlimited. It's, if you have that, the whole series is a freebie right now. And it is definitely, if you have a little girl, read this to her. She will enjoy it, but it also has some really good lessons and really good talking points. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and I will see you next time. Bye! Happy reading!